Hi, Stephen here from Sound of a Nation Wave, and this is day 2 of the January daily draws. So, as we close out the week and approach the weekend, let's see what message we get. I'll be taking the first card from the Linestrider Tarot, followed by an Oracle card from the Enchanted Map Oracle. So, let's choose our first card and get the reading underway. Okay, here we go. And we have the Three of Wands. So this is about expectant growth. This is about looking to expand our horizons and our fruitfulness. It involves perhaps a little bit of a waiting time to get the results that we want. And that's okay. If we put the effort in, there sometimes is a bit of a delay that we have to sort of wait for the results to come back. But we have to have faith that we've put in the energy, we've put in the work, and the results will come. So it's that expectant achievement through our efforts, even if it takes its own time to develop. So it may not be instant, but we know that the growth is going to be there. We know we're going to expand our sphere of influence. Maybe our vision can be extended from what it was. Maybe it was a little bit too narrow, or we were expecting our target was too small. Our goal was too small. Maybe now we feel that we can achieve more than that. Yesterday we had the Eight of Swords, which was about limitation. Sorry. And this is about throwing those limitations off. We had the flying oracle card, didn't we, with the horse above the maze. And this, once we get that new perspective, then we can broaden our expectancy of what we can achieve. We don't feel quite so restricted and limited. So this is what comes after that. This is the greater freedom, and we can spread ourselves a bit. We don't feel so tied in. So to me, this is hopeful. It's as I say, the promise of growth and expansion, and we can consider where we might want to venture into. And maybe we need to believe in a little bit bigger sort of goal than what we first had. Maybe we've made some achievements, and that's given us more confidence in our abilities and what we can achieve. But whatever the case, we can look out and expectantly, not without, it doesn't mean that we don't do anything, but at the same time as we wait for the results to come in, we can work on our own inner growth. We can work on ourselves. Because sometimes the delay is for us to prepare to receive what we've worked for. Sometimes we have to be in a certain position as individuals to be able to receive what we want. Maybe in our current state, we're not ready to receive it. So we need to change within ourselves before we can make use of what we've been working for. So maybe that time delay is sometimes for us to get ready, and that's what we can be doing to prepare for those results when they happen. So to me, this is a very positive card. This means that we can believe that we can grow. We need to have that belief in growth. We can expand our achievements, perhaps beyond what we first imagined we could, and that should give us some incentive to keep going and just to trust in the process, to trust in ourselves, to trust in the universe and to trust in the way that things work, and sooner or later we'll get the reward of what we've put in. So it does rely upon what energy we've put in order what we get back, but we have that potential for growth there, and that's a very encouraging thing that we can expect to develop in due time. So it's a very positive card on this second day of the year. So let's see which Oracle card we get to go with that. Okay, here we go. Dry desert. We may not see results for a while. It may not be there. We may think that we're barren, we're dry, we're in the desert, we're not seeing much growth, but we have to trust that the growth is going to come. We have to trust in that process. We have to trust that, and even in this situation, there are things that still grow in the desert, like cacti, and at certain points there will be water underneath the surface. We may not see it, but in various points it springs forth. So even in this time, we can expect some growth and to be seen. But eventually, we'll get out of the dry desert. If it feels as that we're dry, there's nothing happening. No, there will come a time when we will have the growth we seek. We just need to keep being patient and work at it, and the results will come. And we won't always feel as if they were walking through a wide and barren, unwelcoming desert here. We just need to persist in our efforts, and we will get the results and the growth that we need. And that's the promise of these cards today. I think that's the message, is whatever your situation, if you feel as if you're in a dry desert where there's not much growth, believe in the promise that growth will come, and that you won't always feel like this. There will be growth, there will be results. It won't always feel like a desert. You will get refreshed, you will get renewed, you will get an abundance there for you that you need, and it won't always feel like this. And that's just keep going. And that follows on from yesterday's, which was like, it's okay that you can't see yet beyond what you feel. You feel as though you're limited in what you can do. And I said that it's okay to feel like that for a time. It's not going to be forever. You'll gradually begin to change that perspective. You'll rise above the maze. You'll have a better perspective. Then you'll be able to believe and expect growth, and you'll deal. Even while you're still in this situation, your perspective and belief in the ability to change will increase, and that in turn will bring about the results that you want. So it may be a bit of a waiting game, but you need to keep putting in that energy, putting in that belief, and it will come. There's no promises of when. It's going to be different for each one of us, but that growth will come. And that is the promise and the message of the cards today. Okay, so that's today's message. I'll be back tomorrow as we start the weekend with day 3. Until then, thank you for listening. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you all again very soon. Okay, bye-bye.